Now from Citi Field in Flushing, New York, we welcome you to another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, it's an NL Eastern Division showdown between the Miami Marlins and the New York Mets. The Metropolitans are looking to collect their 8th win in a row next. Zach Wheeler gets the ball for the Mets in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
One of the things we'll look for early, Matty, Zach Wheeler, at times control can be an issue. So one of the keys for Zach Wheeler, getting ahead early in counts.
So striding forward now, Starlin Castro. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Second baseman, Starlin Castro.
Here's the first pitch to him. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball one. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
You know, Matty, the season's such a grind, and you fight so hard day in, day out, and you're playing against the best players in the world, so you know you're going to lose some games coming out of spring training. To get on a roll where you win 7 in a row, a week of everything coming together, that's a special feeling.
Game time temperature here an even 60 degrees. Took him right up the ladder that time, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. With that, a look at the batting order for the Marlins. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Yeah, you know, I love what the Grandy man, Curtis Granderson, does for this ball club. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last 10 games. He's swinging the bat really well right now. And by watching his mannerisms in the box, he just looks comfortable in the plate. He's in some kind of a groove.
Digging in, Austin Dean, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1. And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
And he'll just watch the splitter here. 2-1.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
1 out, nobody on. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now. Brian Anderson waits on deck. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
Batting third, the third baseman, Brian.
And ready for his first at bat, Brian Anderson. And the confidence might be wavering at the moment. Last 10 or so ball games have been a real struggle for him. He's set, and the pitch. There's a shin high slider laid off for a ball. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Now the 2-0. Line toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Here's Neil Walker, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Still plenty to be desired in terms of batting average, down in the 180s entering play. 2 home runs, 9 driven in. Set to deliver the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Oh, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
Here comes Wheeler's 0-2. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. A bullet to first base.
That is fifth. The catcher, Jorge.
So 2 on with 2 away, and up next will be the big catcher, Jorge Alfaro. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. Dean on third. Anderson on at second with 2 down. Lower part of the zone, but it's taken for a strike. Ready with the 1-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this one will bounce into the wall as he arrives at second without a play, as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
The shortstop.
We didn't have to wait long for the offensive fireworks in this one. 2 runners aboard, and he got a pitch he liked, drove it all the way to the wall to bring in a pair of runs, and they're still in good shape to add on with him at second now.
And next to the plate will be JT Little, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 2-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. Line to the right side, and he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Caleb Smith gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this is a very unique pitcher. He is really tough to hit when runners get into scoring position, and that's one of the reasons why he doesn't give up many runs. We'll see if he can continue to do that in this one.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The third baseman, number 6.
First pitch on its way. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they do come in off a victory last time out, but they've really hit the skids here recently. Losers of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1-3, haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
Little chopper back to the mound. Throw to first is in time for the first out. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup and how they continue the winning streak.
Well, Matt, going into this, looking at both lineups, they're both hot right now, and they can both swing the bats. We probably got a slugfest on our hands. What pitcher's going to make the big pitch? A big spot, execute something to get his team off the field. Otherwise, probably a team with the last at bat's going to win this one.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he lays off there 1-0. Lagares, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
2-1 to Juan Lagares.
1 strike.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and Castro will put this one away for route number 2. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. Here's the pitch. And that misses for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Granderson is under it, and that's the 3rd out. So they breeze through this half of the inning. 1 inning in the books here. It's the Marlins 2 and the Mets nothing. In is Curtis Granderson.
Leading off for the Marlins.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. The windup and the 0-1. Fouled away. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
And this is swung on and missed by Granderson, and that's the first down of the inning.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
At the plate, John Birdie, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Seared down the first baseline. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Caleb Smith. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Wheeler into his motion. Here comes the first pitch. In there, and it's 0-1.
Hey, I don't know what happened in between innings, but he went down that tunnel with a few of his teammates and some coaches and found a way to regroup because he's been really good this second inning. After going out in the first, I thought it was going to be a super short outing.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and 2 strikes to the Marlins pitcher.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
having a hard time putting this hitter away here. And when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins, as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes, and he's carrying a batting average of just over 300, so clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Slider laid off for a ball.
No strike.
Not close. It's 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
2 balls and a strike now. The 2-1 home is taken for strike 2.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Here now the 2-2. Back up the middle. Riddle has it. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And let's take a look at Curtis Granderson. He stood the test of time. Former center fielder, can play both corners as well. Known for picking him up and putting him down. This guy can go get him in the gaps.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Two balls and no strikes to Robinson Cano here. Cano is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leveraged. Without question, 1-0, 2-0. You'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Lifted into center field. Birdie moves over, and that's the second out of the inning. And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Bullet back up the middle. Birdie is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're still down. It's 2-0. Here's Starlin Castro looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat.
Starlin Castro.
First offering on its way. First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0. One and one to the Marlins leadoff hitter. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. This is line to left. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. With that, the Marlins get a good start to the inning with their leadoff man aboard.
Number 44.
Leadoff single to start the third right now. From an offensive standpoint, keep the aggressive at-bats happening. Keep the pressure on the defense. Everything's looking good right now.
Into the box, Austin Dean. He swings and grounds it to short. To second, there's Cano. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Doesn't come much easier than that. Taylor made 6-4-3 double play and an easy one to turn.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Brian Anderson. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
The 1-2. Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left. Cespedes will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing for the Marlins, but they're on top 2-0. Here's Jed Lowry now. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
High and deep down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Now another 0-2. And Lowry swings and misses, and he's down on strikes for route number 1.
Batting 8, the first baseman.
Here's Todd Frazier now.
Frazier.
Here it comes. Swinging a ball chopped foul down the left side. Frazier swings the bat and throws from the right side and stands at 6'3". He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Granderson is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and the pitcher strides into the batter's box. Here's Zach Wheeler. The pitch. And it's fouled away. Fouled off. Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Mets. They trail things here 2-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Neil Walker comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Neil Walker.
Now here it comes. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Jorge Alfaro. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting the showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And there's ball 2 now.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike. That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
He's 0 for 1 thus far. Wheeler sets his sights. 0-1 pitch on its way. Working quickly now with the splitters in there. 0-2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He is pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Well, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9, they could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
Into the box now, Curtis Granderson, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Here comes the 0-1. Hit hard to short. Lowry's got it. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Marlins leave 1, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Next for the Mets, Jeff McNeil back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
This is swung on and grounded to the shortstop. Little throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close.
The center fielder, number 12, Juan.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up a former Gold Glover. Here's Juan Lagares. The pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
Ball.
2-1. A swing and a miss there. 2-2. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Standing in now, Wilson Ramos. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. 3-1 now.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Here's a swing and a miss at the off-speed pitch. It's a full count now, 3-2.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup, or do you stay with the heater?
And that misses ball 4, and now the Mets have themselves a 2-out base runner.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and up next, the big RBI-minded bat of Yoenis Cespedes. He's set. Here it comes. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now. Count still at 1-2.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
The 1-2. And another foul ball. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
That's the ball.
3-2 now.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Now the payoff pitch home. Popped him up. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Mets leave 1. They're down 2-0. Now at the plate, John Birdie. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Center fielder, John Birdie.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that fastball's taken but catches the outer third. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Nimmo is there, one away.
Now batting.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Caleb Smith. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Here's a pop-up now, and he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2.
The batter, number 13. Second base.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Starlin Castro. A hit in 2 tries so far. Wheeler gets the sign and delivers. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1.
As long as you actually get it inside, that 2-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
2 out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Fastball taken a little under the letters, called a strike. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Lagares is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Miami down in order. They're up 2-0. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Mickey Callaway, the Mets skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Here's Robbie Cano now. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Cano waits on the first pitch. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
The 1-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing. It's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so That's a tip of the cap for the blue.
Stepping in now, Brandon Nimmo. As with one away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at bat. The windup and the 0-1. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and up next, the switch-hitting Stanford product, Jed Lowry. First pitch coming. Here it is. Not what he wanted to do there with the slider, as it misses well above the zone. The 1-1 is a fastball that misses. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Back up the middle. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mets.
Hey, this team has been shut down offensively up until this point, Dan. But right here, team's first hit of the game in the 5th inning. Let's see if this sparks them offensively.
You know, this will be interesting, D-Row, to see if they can crack this guy's code. A lot of times, once you get that first hit, several begin to fall after that one. So it'll be interesting to see if this guy can put the screws on this one and tighten things up and not allow any more base hits.
First pitch on its way. And this is taken outside for ball 1. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Lowry is off at first with 2 away. One and 2.
Hey, this guy is 1 strike away from absolutely cruising through the first 5 innings. No need to even warm up the bullpen the way this guy's pounding the zone.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2 is off the plate, up and away. 2 out with the man at first. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Mets strand 1. They trail it here 2-0. Standing in, Austin Dean, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far.
The right fielder, number 44.
First delivery to him on the way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. The 1-0 is a slider down in the zone for a swinging strike.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastballs. It's going to be a long game.
The 1-1 home is a fastball taken high for a ball. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Brian Anderson will be next. The 3-1 pitch. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1. So now we've got a battle on our hands.
Count remains full. Hot shot on the ground is short. Taken there by Lowry. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Now batting. Third base.
Now in the box, Brian Anderson. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. That one misses, and I think a ballpark full of umpires disagrees. It's 2-2. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the sixth inning.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
Into the box, Neil Walker. Line towards center field. Lagares will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins, but they're on top 2-0. Travis d'Arnaud is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Travis d'Arnaud.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Pulls this one in the air out to left. And the pinch hitter is retired here, 1 away. 1 away now for the Mets in the 6th, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. Line hard to the left side. Foul.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1 and 2. 1 out, nobody on. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Hey, great job right there. Anytime you're down 0-2, I think it's a successful at bat if you can work it back to an even count and at least give yourself a chance.
Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
Now batting.
Here's Juan Lagares now. He's got a base hit tonight. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike.
I know there's 2 outs right here, but your job as the #2 hole hitter, especially with the monsters hitting behind you, find a way to get on base. Maybe a little 2-out lightning on the horizon.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Well, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. Solo shot here to left. Home run number 5 on the year, and the Mets are on the scoreboard. It's now a 2-1 game.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing one more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot as the result.
In now, Wilson Ramos. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Just missing here. 2-0.
2 balls, no strike.
Strike taken up in the zone. The 2-1 home. Line drive to left. Granderson is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Mets draw a hair closer thanks to the solo home run. The 5, 6, and 7 hitters to start the 7th. It's the Marlins 2 and the Mets 1. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. It's on to the 7th inning with the Marlins on top, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Justin Wilson is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
The New York Mets, number 38, Justin Wilson.
At the plate, Jorge Alfaro. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Jorge Alfaro.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And he misses low with it. 2-0.
2-0's the count.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Here it is on 3-0. That one's in there. 3-1. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
Hey, excellent job to get yourself back in this count after throwing 3 consecutive balls. You got a chance to get an out right here.
Now the payoff pitch home. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
In now, JT Riddle. Last time through was a base hit. First offering on its way.
No,
Fastball just misses. That's ball one.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
The 1-0 home is swung on and missed. Strike one.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. Alfaro aboard here at first with nobody out. Now another 1-2 and a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Now batting.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Standing in now, Curtis Granderson, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Fastball well outside.
Playing 11.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
The 1-1 sinks below the knees, taken for a ball. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Got him.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Digging in, John Birdie. He flew out in his last at bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a ball 1-0.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there. That cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Saw his eyes light up that time, but he swung at a bad one there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Runner on first with 2 away. Fouled away. Here's another 1-2 to 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2-2.
Here now the 2-2. Here's a swing and a ball hit into the air to left center and shallow. And the catch made here by Lowry, and that ends the inning. So they pick up no runs, no base hits, no errors, and one man left on base. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Marlins lead it 2-1. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Robbie Moylan gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Batting in the 8th spot, number 3.
Here's your one Cespedes. Due up with 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
Now here it comes. At the knees, strike 1.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And it's fouled away. Popped him up. Castro has a play. And that's the first out of the inning. So digging in now, Robinson Cano. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And he misses again to Cano. It's 2-0 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit sharply toward the right side. Dean back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented a tying run.
Stepping in now, Brandon Nimmo. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Moylan was born in Massachusetts. This is his first year at the big league level. The pitch. And he takes strike 2.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. That misses, 1-2.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. But in this situation, he was able to hold back. That's a nice take.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Mets go down 1-2-3. Our score remains 2-1. Paul Sewald has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 51, Paul Sewald.
Stepping into the box, Gabby Guerrero. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago.
65.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that misses, ball 1. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And got him to go down after that one, and it's 2-2. He stays alive, still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Ball 3. 3-2 now. There's Starlin Castro. He'll follow next. Line toward the alley in left center. And there's a base hit, so a chance to add a little insurance here as the leadoff man is on to start the 8th.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Starlin Castro.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Starlin Castro. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch coming, here it is. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. Guerrero gets his lead at first, nobody out. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now this is slowly hit to short, probably too slowly to get to. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now
striding in once again, Austin Dean. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. First pitch of the at-bat. A high fastball is in there. Too low with a fastball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Seawald, a Nevada native. He was taken in the 10th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Still a ball and 2 strikes. He'll try again. 1-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Cespedes is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Up next for the Marlins.
So 2 gone now in the Miami 8th. And that'll bring up the outfielder Brian Anderson. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. And that's in there for strike 1. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Swinging a blooper to the right side. Coming in is Nimmo. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. And that's going to plate the runner from second as this is now a 3-1 ball game.
Well, they already had the lead, but that extra run makes a huge difference, even if it's only psychological. The pitcher knows when he steps out there that he has a little bit of wiggle room to work with.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native, the left-handed bat of Neil Walker. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled off. Set to deliver the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1.
1-1.
Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
Man, I'm interested to see this next pitch. 3 balls pounded on the inside half of the plate. He either has no respect for this hitter or he's setting him up to go down and away.
2 out with the man at first. Still even at 2-2. Swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Marlins get 1 here on a couple of hits. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Miami's out in front 3-1. Drew Steckenrider is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 71, Drew Steckenrider.
Digging in and looking for more, Jed Lowry, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Here comes the first pitch. Bottom 3 in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball 1. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
Hey, boys, although I'd love to get all over this offense for underachieving, let's tip our cap to this pitching staff right here. They've been able to execute, working all 4 quadrants and keeping this team totally off balance.
In for strike 2. Steckenrider is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than 1 occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
2-2 the count. Here now the 2-2 is looked at for ball 3.
Yeah, well, down 2. You better believe they gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tying run to the plate.
Line drive to left. And that'll get down in front of Granderson for a base hit. Leadoff hitters aboard, and that means the tying run will come forward here in the late innings.
The first baseman.
Take a look at this again in slow motion. He tracks this thing all the way, gets his hands quickly through the zone, and just rips it down the left field line, just how they draw it up.
Into the box, Todd Frazier, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. 1-0 count. Here it is. A ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes now. This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
Changeup called strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Fly ball right down the line in left. Granderson on the move. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Now batting.
Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in, Jeff McNeil. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him a little, so we'll see how he deals with it.
Lowry on second. Frazier is over at first with one away. On the ground to the right side. To second for one. On to first, it's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We've played 8 full. The Marlins lead this one 3-1. Luis Avilan enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Ready for another chance? Jorge Alfaro. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Here's the pitch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Two and 0 now.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Ball's behind in the count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
All over the place to start the 9th. It's 3-0 now. The 3-0 finds the zone, strike 1.
This is where if you're the batter, 1 pitch, 1 spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
The 3-1. Oh, he had a go at one there, but this is fouled off to the right as the count draws full. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The next 3-2. And a swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the 9th.
Up next for the Marlins.
Into the box, JT Riddle. He went down on strikes last time up. First delivery to him on the way. And he drops a changeup right down Broadway for a called strike. Here comes the 0-1. Grounded to first. Frazier is there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. At the plate, Curtis Granderson. In previous matchups with Luis Avilan, he's got a batting average of .444. He's taken him deep once. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 home is strike 2 swinging. The 2-2 one more time is swung on and missed. He got him. Miami down in order as the lead remains 3-1. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Sergio Romo comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
For Miami. Now pitching and batting in the 6th spot, number 54, Sergio Romo. Now playing
Juan Lagares will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. From the stretch, well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
And it's quickly 0-2.
Can't imagine he comes back with a 3rd breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
And he fouls this one off. Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off in that spot.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit well towards the hole and just past his outstretched glove into left. A base hit.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Digging in once again, Wilson Ramos hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
First offering on its way. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Calling for it, Dean. And that's the first out of the inning. So a runner at first now with one away. And up next, the big RBI-minded bat of Yoenis Cespedes.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
First pitch of the at-bat, and a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Romo, a right-hander standing just under 6 foot at 5'11". This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike. And a heads-up play to get back to first as he wisely hadn't gotten too far from the bag. Here's the 2-1 home. And this one gets away.
Playing 2-2.
And just what they wanted offensively as the runner moves into scoring position.
And as a closer, a wild pitch is the last thing you want to do. His job was to finish this thing off, and he just made his job a lot more difficult. We'll see if he can get dialed in again here on the next pitch.
Lagares, the runner at second with one away. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Waiting on deck here is Robinson Cano. Now the 3-2 pitch. Freezes him. A strikeout looking.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Stepping up to the plate, Robinson Cano. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Here's the first pitch to him. A ball and no strikes. 2-run game, last of the 9th with 2 away. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. The 1-1 taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive it a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Pulled toward right center field. And this will wind up being extra bases for Cano. He pulls into second safely as they also push across his score to make it a 1-run game. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Austin Bryce takes over on the mound now as he'll try to get the final out of the ball game here and pick up a save. Next up from New York, Brandon Nimmo. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Fans on their feet in a one-run ball game in the last of the ninth. And this will be a called strike 2, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. Nimmo with an even count of 2-2 now.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
The Mets down to their final strike. Tried to fool them with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2. Jed Lowry would be next. The Mets down to their final strike. Count still full, 3-2. The Mets down to their final strike. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
The batter, number 4. Shortstop.
Striding in, Jed Lowry, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. 2 big outs here, but the tying and winning runs are both out there. Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Low and away with that one. It's 1-2. Fouled away. Two big outs here, but the tying and winning runs are both out there. Left side, but well fouled. The Mets down to their final strike. Fastball just missed above the zone.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
The Mets down to their final strike. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Well, no doubt in my mind, this has been the at-bat of the night so far.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Castro's got it. Throw to first is going to be in time to take care of him, and the Marlins have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Well, just an excellent job right here closing this one out. He just collected the first save of his career. Got to start somewhere.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Miami Marlins jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Caleb Smith wins his 3rd of the season, permitting only 2 hits in 6 complete innings. Zach Wheeler pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter @MLB The Show.